So you want to land a government job in India, right? But maybe you feel like you're just lost in a sea of information. Well, if that's you, you've come to the right place. We're going to cut through all the noise and give you a super clear, actionable roadmap to turn that dream into a reality. Let's get right into it. First things first, let's talk about just how big this opportunity really is. Right now, as we speak, there are more than 114,000 government job openings available just for folks who've passed their 10th or 12th standard. And look, that's not just some random number. That is a massive gateway for your career. You know, the dream of a sarkari naukri, a government job, it's more than just a job in India, isn't it? It's a huge part of the culture. It's all about that stability, that incredible job security, and of course, the deep sense of pride that comes with serving the nation. It's a dream millions share, and for very good reasons. All right, so to help you get there, here's our game plan for today. We'll start with why it's such a big deal. Then we'll figure out how to navigate this job maze. After that, we'll decode those super confusing job notifications. Then I'll give you a step-by-step guide for applying. And finally, we'll look at how to plan your entire year like a total pro. Okay, let's dive right in. Section 1, the government job dream. Seriously, what is it that makes this the #1 choice for millions and millions of people all across the country? Well, if you compare it to the private sector, the appeal becomes pretty obvious, right? With government jobs, you're looking at structured pay, amazing benefits for life. We're talking medical, pensions, the works, and a level of job security you just can't find anywhere else. Sure, the private sector might offer a bigger starting salary, but that often comes without that rock-solid stability. All right, let's get into the real challenge, the part where, honestly, most people just get stuck, navigating the absolute maze of information that's out there. So you know you want that job, you want that stability, but then you're faced with just countless websites, endless notifications, and the big question hits you. Where do I even begin? It's a super common feeling, so if you felt that, you're definitely not alone. Because let's be real, you start looking and bam, you're hit with this tidal wave of websites. You've got the official government portals, you've got job sites, the weekly employment news. Each one is just packed with thousands of listings. The problem isn't a lack of information, it's that there's just way too much. And then you finally click on a notification and you see something like this. A giant wall of text, right? It's filled with tables and tiny print that feels like it's written in some kind of secret code. But hey, don't worry, we're about to crack that code together. And it's basically a whole new language, isn't it? Just this alphabet soup of acronyms: UPSC, SSC, RRB, IBPS, PET, PST, CEN. You're just supposed to know what all this means. It can feel really intimidating, but trust me, it's not as scary as it looks. Okay, so this brings us to what might be the most important part of this whole explainer: how to decode a job notification. We're going to take all that confusing jargon and turn it into a simple, actionable checklist. So, when you've got that 10-page PDF open, what should you actually be looking for? What's the key info you need to find right away to decide, hey, is this job for me? Let me show you how to cut right through the noise. We took a real notification, this one's for the Assam Police Constable recruitment, and we pulled out just 4 key things. That's it. What's the job? How many spots are open? What's the pay like? And when's the deadline? Everything else, all that other text, it can wait for later. And this simple framework, you can use it for any notification. Seriously, you're just hunting for these 4 critical sections. Number 1, eligibility criteria. That's your age, your education, can you even apply? Number 2, vacancy details. How many posts are there? Is it worth your time? 3, the selection process. What are they going to make you do to get the job, like exams, physical tests? And number 4, how to apply. The nitty-gritty of dates and links. And speaking of jargon, let's break one down. You see PET everywhere, right? That just means physical efficiency test. So for a male constable, for example, that could mean running 5 kilometers in 24 minutes. All of a sudden, that weird acronym isn't so weird anymore. It's a real, concrete goal. All right, so you've found the perfect job, you've decoded the notification, you're feeling good. Now for the next crucial parts, your step-by-step guide to actually getting that application submitted. Okay, think of this as your 6-step application roadmap. It works for pretty much everything. Step 1, get your documents ready. Scan your photo, your signature, your certificates, have them good to go. Step 2, do the one-time registration, or OTR. You'll do this on the big portals like UPSC or SSC. Step 3, find and select the specific job you're going for. Step 4, and this is a big one, Fill the form out carefully. Double-check everything. Step 5 is paying the fee, usually online. And finally, step 6, and please don't forget this, review everything one last time. Hit submit, and then download and save that confirmation slip. You will need it.
Now, following that guide is awesome, but if you really want to get an edge, you can't just react when jobs pop up. You need to be proactive. And that brings us to our final section, how to go from just reacting to actually planning your entire year ahead.
Here's the secret sauce, okay? Stop waiting for individual notifications to drop. You need to start thinking like a strategist. And the best tool you have for this is the official exam calendar that the big recruitment agencies publish. Just look at this. This is the Railway Recruitment Board's calendar for 2026. It literally tells you which exams are happening and when. So you can see the assistant local pilot exam is in the first quarter, technicians in the second, and so on. What does this mean for you? It means you can start planning your study schedule months and months in advance, way before the final notification even comes out. This, right here, is how you get ahead of the pack. All right, so let's quickly recap what we've covered. First, the opportunity is absolutely massive, over 100,000 jobs. Second, you can bring order to all that chaos by having a clear search strategy. Third, you now know how to decode any job notification to find what really matters. Fourth, you've got a solid 6-step roadmap for every application. And fifth, you can plan your whole year using exam calendars to stay way ahead of the game. So, look, you've got the map, you've got the compass. The system isn't some cryptic code anymore. It's a clear path forward. The only question left is, what's the very first step you're going to take on your government job journey?